I'm just starting everything else and everything under control so I can start my main session today. Now I'm about to do that exactly. I'm just gonna proceed seeing the video once again from the beginning, just in case, till the moment I left it. I just want to share the documents that are being used for this capacitation, but of course it's mainly regular because that's something that you guys have to know that I'm doing. All right, this is it. I don't know why I cannot just do this once and for all. Just give me one moment. I'm just checking the read and speak part. This is the document. Here you have it. Just in case you want to know what I'm doing. This is just another browser. Take a look at this. This is just something else. All right, that's it completely. I have to keep up wondering some other kind of people doing this kind of DAT exam still aim for 130 plus points. That is exactly what I'm aiming for. So I'm gonna rewatch the video that I was watching yesterday just in case because I don't wanna just keep, I just don't want to lose my track. Of course, that I'm gonna share my sounds as well. This is it, maybe. Okay, that's it. Very nice. Can start doing it now. Yeah, whatever it might be. I'm just checking. I'm practicing my English. Thank you. Let's start.
Just skip. It's okay, we don't know some answer. Just like I said, we don't need complex words. We can delete one to see the result, okay? Actually, it's renowned, right? So we don't use this complex word. Okay, we just skip some words intentionally, okay? Like this one. Okay, we don't need a variety. Okay, I think it's okay even don't know collapse. Let's just delete. Okay, just like this. No need to very complicated, okay? Recently, some of my students asked me how to score over 120 in the Duolingo English test. I think to get the score over 120, you don't need to use some complex vocabulary. The most important thing is your processing speed and accuracy. So today, I'm not gonna show you how I get like 140 or 150 in the DET, like what I normally do. Today I'll just show you how can we get a score over 120 with some easy and quick way. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first section, the read and select. Overrated legislation. Describing it. Okay, it's okay to make some mistakes.
Mm, okay to make some mistakes.
Okay, fill in the blanks. Let's do it fast. The shelves had been installed to make full use of the high ceiling vertically. Increasing the systems was a crucial goal in efficiency, right? Efficiency. A well-crafted research can impact question to support the local farmers. Let's the amount in our groceries increase, right? Increase. The athlete carefully studied her considering the adversary, right? Adversary. Okay, but actually to get 120, we don't need to make everything right. Okay, just skip. Okay, the manner in which the professor phrased the question, phrases the question. There's a new fitness trend that's been hugely popular, right? Popular. Okay, let's just skip some complex words. All my belongings, right? Belongings. Even though he can run faster than his young grandson, he is elder. Okay, mix the language skills.
Ser mamá ya es un trabajo duro, pero ser mamá, tener que salir a trabajar presencialmente, ese sí que es el trabajo.
I tried a little bit of every dish.
I tried a little bit of every dish. So we can see there isn't complex vocabulary, right? Tried a little bit every dish.
I tried a little bit of every dish.
So the accuracy is important, right?
I tried a little bit of every dish.
Yeah.
Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out.
Cover the dough with something to keep the surface from drying out. So your processing speed and accuracy is important.
Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out.
Plastic wrap, right? To keep the surface from drying out.
Cover the dough with plastic wrap to keep the surface from drying out.
Okay, there isn't like a complex vocabulary here, right? Plastic wrap. Okay, environmental protection. Okay, so constructive management practices are vital to maintain enhance or here is another word, or enhance the economic value of these resources. Effective management is also necessary to environmental equality. The third main goal, environmental protection, or to sustain productive ecosystems, conserve biodiversity, and protect the air and water quality. Okay, it's okay we don't know some answer. You can just type in anything or just leave the blank there. Okay, so submit.
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
You are a school teacher, aren't you?
So no complex vocabulary, right?
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
I felt very sorry that I put them to so much trouble. Okay, so the speed, right? Like I said, speed and accuracy is more important than like complex vocabulary.
I felt very sorry that I had put them to so much trouble.
Okay, submit.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Contrary to expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
To our Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched. Okay, so just like I said, we don't need complex words. We can delete one to see the result, okay?
Contrary to our expectation, the teams were quite evenly matched.
Okay.
Their first day at work was successful.
Their first day work was successful.
Their first day at work was successful.
Okay, so submit. Okay, experts in high precision machine tools. Since then, we will become. Actually, it's renowned, right? So we don't use this complex word as making of perceive. We can find the answer in the title, right? Precision machine tools and
Their first day at work was successful.
their first day work was successful.
Their first day at work was successful.
Okay, so submit. Okay, experts in high precision machine tools. Since then, we will become. Actually, it's renowned, right? So we don't use this complex word as making of perceive. We can find the answer in the title, right? Precision machine tools and pioneer in technology, while our focus is still on machine tools. Okay, you see, we find the answer here: tools, machine tools, machine tools. Our product line has expanded to include a wider range of high performance equipment and services for a variety of applications in recent years. Okay, we just skip some words intentionally, okay? Like this one. Okay, we don't need a variety. Okay, submit.
We've ascertained the truth.
We've ascertain the truth. Ascertain. I don't know if this word is correct. Maybe just maybe like this.
We've ascertained the truth.
Okay, it's okay if we write it right or wrong, correctly or wrong.
We've ascertained the truth.
Okay, just submit.
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account.
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university.
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account.
Email account, right? email account. Okay, no complex words here, right?
Despite graduating years ago, he still has access to his university email account.
Okay, submit.
I expected green lawns.
Expected green lawns on quiet streets in the suburbs.
Expect green
I
lawns
expected.
and quiet
So expected.
streets in suburbs.
I expected green lawns and quiet streets in the suburbs.
Expected.
I expected green lawns and quiet streets in the suburbs.
So accuracy important, you see. Expected green lawns and a quiet street in suburbs. William Herschel's theory of stars. Stars life. He also suggests that afterwards it would collapse into a ball of gas from which new stars would emerge. Okay. Okay, I think it's okay even you don't know collapsed. Let's just delete collapsed, okay? Interactive reading. Henrik, a diligent insurance claims Greenland. The way of felt the way of his globe. Saw, felt, living little time. His image of enormous loop of microwave dinners and work emails, worried about his well-being. A small surprise would give him a small surprise, and something a playful and fluffy. Enter a playful and fluffy what? Puppy, whose eyes were gleaming with mischief. Life, a sudden turn, took a sudden turn. I struggle with the challenge of raising pup. Yeah, pup, so it's puppy. Chewed up furniture and early morning walks became new reality, pulling him away from his work computer more than he would have needed, liked. Yeah, okay. Over time, he grew to anticipate these moments, cherishing the simple pleasures as he carefully worked on the artist's insurance policy. No, pets insurance policy began to bond over their shelf for favorite book. Away. So it's not about their work, right? Plain, no plain. Okay, this one. Grew up on the morning walks, couldn't help but smile as playfully bounded through the snow. Over time, he grew to anticipate these moments. So it's about the playing, so it's right. Why did Henrik's sister bring him a small surprise? His sister worried about his well-being, right? That's the reason. What was Henry's job? A diligent insurance claims adjuster, right? In Greenland. Okay. Introduced a friendly client. It's not a client, it's a puppy, it's a dog. Club's community as well, no. Spend a lot of time traveling for work. Until another employee, no. Most of the time working until he got a playful puppy. Importance of enjoying life and building relationships. Yeah, this is why. Journey to new job. Journey with this vet's tips. No, no vet here. Move, no. Mastering art. No, just journey with the name of the dog, right?
Mortal Kombat 9 es el juego que salvó a la saga, y no es por nada, ya que imagínate pasar de un juego donde matás a Batman de una sola patada, de un masajito o tirándole cartas. Amigo, en serio, ¿qué es esta poronga? A un juego que lo tenía todo, cartas, de matás a Batman de una sola patada, de un masajito o tirándole cartas. Amigo, en serio, ¿qué es esta poronga? A un juego que lo tenía todo, modo de juego como la tan hermosa Torre de los Retos. Mamita, nada más lindo como que te culé un pelado de 2 metros. ¡Ah, morite, puto! O que una pendeja literalmente en pelotas te pegue la paliza de tu vida y saque la peor parte de vos. ¡Toma, puta de mierda! Buenos fatalities y prácticamente los mejores. O sea, mira lo que es eso, papá. Gore puro. Y un roster que dejaría contento hasta el más hater de la franquicia. Y que obviamente te hace decir, ¿cuándo?
Do you want to explain about project, right? Okay, let's listen again.
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
Architecture. Architecture. Project. What class is the assignment for?
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
What class?
Architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
Architecture.
About an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course.
What project, right? Okay, let's listen again.
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
Architecture. Architecture. Project. What class is the assignment for?
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for
High quality paper.
in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
What class? Just a research paper. Research paper assignment. Which assignment do you want the person to explain? About the here architecture history and theory.
El épico juego de acción online War Thunder viene a
These ads.
machacar tus aburridos días entre semana. El legendario acorazado.
Spaf what?
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor course. As you're interested in producing a high assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and expectations for the project.
Like project or anything?
Mm-hmm.
To get
Okay, I think he's making his own mistakes and props.
project. Why why do you want to find out more about the project?
You seek clarification about an upcoming research paper assignment in your architectural history and theory course. As you're interested in producing a high-quality paper, you've decided to ask your professor about the details and
high
expectations for the
quality
project.
paper.
High quality paper. Okay, just leave it like this. Some question about our research paper, architecture styles. What do we talked about during today's class more than focus event for our coming research? I have some question about our research paper comparing. It's about paper, right? Okay.
I'm glad you're interested in the assignment. What do you need clarification on?
That's awesome. Yes, it's possible. First, are there any aspect that we must choose from or any combination?
You can choose any two styles you'd like. In fact, I encourage you to explore styles that genuinely intrigue you. This way, your enthusiasm will shine through your writing.
So, by the way, and it's contrasting.
Gothic architecture can indeed be quite fascinating. You would have plenty of comparisons to choose from. Just make sure you adequately justify your choices and provide a well-reasoned comparative analysis.
Marine life. I should know about exam. It's not about exam. Quality. Okay, expect the length and format.
I'm looking for papers between 10 to 15 pages long, double-spaced. As for format, you should include an introduction, a clear thesis statement, a section on each style, a
Statement.
include an introduction, a clear thesis statement, a section on each style, a comparative analysis, and a conclusion. And, of course, properly cite your sources.
Cite your sources.
Understood. Include my in the paper. Dive to job market. My family. This one, right? Lastly.
Absolutely. I encourage you to draw from your real-life experiences, as long as it supports your research and analysis. And if you need any extra guidance or resources, don't hesitate to reach out to me.
That's great. Thanks for modernism.
You think to reach out?
I feel much more confident about this. Right now, I'll start working on it right away. Okay. So before, okay, submit. Okay, before we continue, we need to read this information carefully and to write a summary later, right? Questions about the research paper. And the first, styles. Research paper. Architectural styles. First, we need any two-step choose. Okay. Length and he also encouraged me to your real life experience support the research. Okay, so I produce a high quality
Maybe in
research
first
paper
person.
for architecture styles. So I asked for some information from my professor, which was really helpful, such as I can use some real experience in the paper. Okay, just give a simple answer. Submit. Okay. Writing. Okay, just quick. The photo shows a stadium which is full of audience. It is a quite beautiful rugby pitch, and there are also some screen flags. Okay, just like that. Okay, listen to music.
El zinc mejora tu rendimiento físico, acelera la recuperación muscular y aumenta tu energía para entrenar.
Listen to music can be a great way for people to relax, process emotion, and have fun. This is one of my favorite sounds. What do you think song stands out to you? Favorite sounds. One of my favorite songs.
Abrí la página azul. Todo esto vendría de la mano de Warner Bros. Y el nuevo estudio, ya que Midway Games caería en bancarrota por justamente las joyitas que venían sacando. Así que como si fuera una odisea, los errores te hacen más fuerte, los tipos aprenderían de los errores y irían con todo, metiendo detalles en los detalles, como en la pantalla de inicio. Ni bien arrancabas y ¡pam! Diente salió del grupo. Diferentes modos que le daban una rejugabilidad asquerosa, una cripta renovada con un pelado buena onda incluido y los tan conocidos X-Ray, los cuales son ataques rayos X que básicamente hacen pelota al oponente, desde patadas en los huevos, dedos en el ojete y hasta rotura de columna. Pero no pasa nada, los tipos se levantan a seguir peleando como si nada. Personajes invitados, hasta el putísimo Kratos estaba. Pero como si fuera poco, este juego traería un modo historia polémico para ese momento, y no en el mal sentido, dividido en capítulos de 4 o 5 peleas por personaje, el cual además de ser una carta de amor a los fans, también le daría un poco de contexto a la historia de la trilogía original, ya que de cierta manera los juegos anteriores no se gastaban mucho en explicar qué carajo pasaba. Así que dicho todo esto, pasemos con la historia de... La cosa arrancaría con el Armagedón, y literalmente, ya que todo lo que están viendo es exactamente después de esta cinemática, en donde podemos ver las consecuencias de no tener madre en este mundo, ya que podés terminar partido a la mitad con un palo metido en el orto, con los chinchulines afuera y literalmente muerto por abrir la ladera descalzo. Pero en lo alto del Machu Picchu quedarían los dos últimos sobrevivientes de este quilombo, Raiden y Shao Kahn, en donde el cabeza de cono le están pegando a la paliza de su vida, tanto que se le termina cayendo las joyas de la abuela, y lo peor es que se hace recontra pi. Igual, como que se pasaron por las bolas el final de Armagedón, ¿no? Ya que prácticamente lo cambiaron todo, así que seguramente Taven ande tirado por ahí. Es así que con la realidad completamente alterada, Raiden se pone a juntar las piezas del amuleto, hace un poco de macumba y con su último aliento mandaría un mensaje a su yo del pasado.
Valiste verga, Sugar.
Y flashback, en donde vemos toda la historia de Mortal Kombat y donde básicamente se borraría todo al carajo, ya que este juego es un reinicio. Ya en el pasado, Raiden se da cuenta que lo que vio es una visión del futuro, de su yo del futuro, por lo que va a estar a cada rato viendo el amuleto y pensando en quién carajo debe ganar. Pero ya va a haber tiempo para eso, ya que comienza el primer torneo Mortal Kombat, primero que conocemos nosotros, porque ya a la Tierra le clavaron un 9-0 en toda la jeta, así que perdemos uno más y chao, de vuelta a la esclavitud. Pero nos presentan a los protagonistas de esta historia, como Liu Kang, un chino rompebolas que va a pasar de ser creyente a ser ateo, Johnny Cage, el alivio cómico que en este juego los chistes sí dan risa, y Sonya Blade, que bueno, acá la descripción se hace sola. Johnny se pone a chamullarse a la minita, a pesar de que el viejo está contando lo vital que es que la Tierra gane este torneo, pero como le chupa 3 hectáreas de huevo, le empieza a tirar todo su catálogo de películas, pero como la mina no se vio ninguna, recurre a la vieja confiable, que es bardear al viejo mientras no se da cuenta.
¿Ese vejete es el reto final? Podrían ir dándome ya el cinto de campeón.
De esta manera arrancaría el torneo, con Johnny Cage a la cabeza. La primera pelea sería contra Reptile, el cual parece que vive en la calle, porque duerme en el techo y tiene todos los pantalones cosidos. Y lo mejor es que parece que es verdad, porque estaba tan cagado de hambre que terminó tirado en el piso. Pero a Johnny no le importan los problemas de la pobreza, por lo que se le sube el ego y esta meta te voy a romper el orto a vos, a vos, a vos y...
A ti te invitaré a cenar.
Pero lo mandan a Baraca a pelear y también lo cagan a trompadas y hasta el tipo le tiran una oferta laboral.
Tengo que presentarte a mi productor. Estamos preparando Tommy Puños Tijeras y...
Tommy, lo llamaba Tommy. Jackson con sed de sangre le dice a Johnny que mate al pelado, pero como no había presupuesto para los efectos especiales, el tipo no hace nada y todos se toman el palo. Raiden felicita a Johnny por la pelea y el chabón, como toda persona de bien, se le empieza a cagar de risa por el gorro. Pero acá aparece Liu Kang, que se pone como loquita y empieza a tirar un sermón de pero tenés que tener más respeto, ¿no ves que es el dios de la tierra? Y bla 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 bla. Sí, en este juego Liu Kang es un rompehuevos. Y como el actor tenía 2 millones por cumplir, se saluda con los compas y salimos al exterior, donde la minita se está peleando con un walkie-talkie y donde el tipo tiene una mirada que mamá, cuidado con este. Sony intenta comunicarse con las fuerzas especiales, ya que su comandante Jax está atrapado en este. La minita se está peleando con un walkie-talkie y donde el tipo tiene una mirada que mamá, cuidado.
But will definitely come at last.
Con este. Sony intenta comunicarse con las fuerzas especiales, ya que su comandante Jax está atrapado en este lugar. Y casualidad de la vida, imagínate estar renegando con una radio de hace 1000 años y encima te cae un chabón con la chota parada que no deja de romper las pelotas. Nah, la peor. Por lo que la minita se cansó y le metió un par de manos, pero parece que el de abajo pega más duro que la vida. Johnny le agarra sentimiento de culpa y se quiere disculpar con la minusa, pero como se le pasó un poquito la mano y hasta el chabón la dejó sin hijos, la mina obviamente lo saca cagando, pero encima también lo sacan volando. Y aparece Kano, el líder del dragón negro y el chabón que quedó ciego por una mano cambiada, el cual empieza a torturar a la rubia. Y mientras tanto, con el culo más grande del mundo, Johnny se queda colgado del puente, a pesar de que tiene cuchillas más grandes que las aletas de un tiburón. Pero como toda película de acción, se hace un corte y de un salto aparece en la pantalla principal, por lo que el tipo vuelve al ruedo de la manera más cine posible.
Los fans creen que mis técnicas son efectos especiales, pero... yo soy el efecto especial.
Nah, capo total. Y encima se gana el perdón de la rubia. Así que muchachos, traten bien a las minitas, porque literal a partir de este momento Johnny se casa, deja de ser pelotudo, se hace milico y encima después tiene una hija. Que bueno, alto personaje de mierda. Pero sean como Johnny Cage. La minita nos cuenta que Kano es un criminal del dragón negro y que las fuerzas especiales lo están buscando, pero que también su comandante está atrapado en este lugar. Así que nos agradece de nuevo y se manda a buscar al Grone. Y mientras Johnny anda a saber qué estará pasando por su cabeza, Sonya se mete por un calabozo que resulta ser la guarida de Goro, pero sin Goro, en donde logra encontrar al Grone, pero con el culo extremadamente roto. Jax le dice a la minita que este lugar es muy peligroso y que tiene que escapar sí o sí, pero justo cae el jubilado, que aparece con 2 patobicas como si fuera el mismísimo Mayweather, y como la mina está meada por un dinosaurio, lo mandan a Sub-Zero para que tenga su primera pelea. tranquila cosa. Pero como en este juego no existen las escalas de poder, la mina lo caga a trompadas y termina con un palito bombón helado metido en el ojete. Sonia amenaza al viejo con bajarle todos los dientes si no se aparta de su camino, y justo Raiden tiene una visión, en donde ve a Liu Kang venciendo a Shang Tsung, por lo que le dice a la mina, flaca, vos no peleás. Y esta pelea es recontra falopa, ya que básicamente se va por esta boludez. Pero bueno, todo sea para que Raiden sirva de velador. Con el esclavo liberado, Sonia se intenta comunicar con las fuerzas especiales para escapar de la isla, pero llegaría la pelea con más rebote del juego, y una de las peleas más injustas, y donde yo mismo me preguntaría, ¿cuándo abrí la página azul? Pero en serio, ¿quién carajo hizo estos diseños? ¿Qué los hizo con una mano? Pero no hay tiempo para eso, ya que llegaría la Resident Evil 4 referencia, por lo que llega nuestro helicóptero, la minita le hace un par de señas, pero de la mismísima nada le meten un lanzacuetazo que lo haría pegar más vueltas que una calecita. ¡No! ¡Otra vez no! Y encima hay que pelear con el Terminator este. Pero bueno, a este ya de la bronca lo cagamos a trompadas. Sonia quiere vengarse de Kano por todo lo que hizo, pero Shang Tsung le para el carro, se le caga de risa en la cara y al toque vienen los pibes a dar una mano, y al negro lo dejan 0 km. El viejo le dice a los pibes que tiene visiones del futuro, en donde todos están hechos concha y donde él se hizo Dark, así que preferible estar muerto, por lo que le pide que por favor le den pelota, porque si no van a terminar todos bajo tierra. Pero bueno, ¿qué tan malo puede ser el futuro si hacemos lo que el viejo dice? De esta manera volvemos con el torneo, y Raiden tiene una visión, en donde ve a Kung Lao entrando en el torneo, con un outfit muy particular, y casualidad de la vida, justo viene un soldado caminando repancho, por lo que lo va a encarar para confirmar que sí, es el mismísimo Kung Lao, el cual se quedó caliente porque no lo invitaron al torneo, ya que los monjes mandaron al chino, y a este lo mandaron a freír churros. Pero también aparecería Scorpion, el cual se levantó re loco y se quiere empomar a todo lo que respire, pero principalmente a Sub-Zero, ya que los Lin Kuei mataron a su familia y a su clan, por lo que lo quiere encontrar para cumplir con su venganza.
Actually, he is like paying a lot of concentrating on the maybe it's a briefcase and or I'm not sure, maybe it's also laptop, and so this is a very interesting comparison. And actually behind them there is also another person who is maybe hugging a pet. So I think this whole photo looks very interesting because it shows people in different kind of states. Some are worrying about something, some is just relaxing. Discuss how classrooms can be places for experimentation and innovation. How can educators use classroom as space to test our different teaching methods or learning tools? What kind of research and development would be necessary? Well, I think classrooms play a very important role in helping educators to develop and testing some new teaching approaches or tools or methods, because I think if they want to make something useful, they need to try it in a real setting, right? Especially for education, they need to use some new things or tools in the classroom to see if it's effective, if it works. How does their talent style contribute to? I think their talent was not about being professional or outstanding. It is about using some everyday observation and elements to make some great works. Which can make feel hopeful. So the sense of feeling that the song creates is more important than the skill itself. Okay, submit. Okay, speaking, image below. The photo depicts some people, one and several people who are just sitting in the public place, just on a bench. We can see on the left of the photo there is a man who is wearing a blue shirt and a tie, and also a long pants and black shoes, and his clothes looks very formal, and he is holding his left hand is holding his chin like he's thinking about something, and on his right there is a statue who is also actually wearing a suit, and actually he is like paying a lot of concentrating on the maybe it's a briefcase, and or I'm not sure, maybe it's also a laptop. And so this is a very interesting comparison. And actually behind them there is also another person who is maybe hugging a pet. So I think this who is maybe hugging a pet. So I think this whole photo looks very interesting because it shows people in different kind of states. Some are worrying about something, some is just relaxing. Discuss how classrooms can be places for experimentation and innovation. How can educators use classroom as space to test our different teaching methods or learning tools? What kind of research and development would be necessary? Well, I think classrooms play a very important role in helping educators to develop and testing some new teaching approaches or tools or methods, because I think if they want to make something useful, they need to try it in a real setting, right? Especially for it's effective, if it works. So, and that's why I think this kind of research and development is very important. For example, so now the artificial intelligence is very popular nowadays. So if they want to use more AI technology in the classroom, I think this is a great way to test if a tool works. They can use some new AI technology in the classroom to help students learn better or help make the classroom more engaging. So I think this kind of experiment is very necessary in the education area. So it's also very helpful for both teachers and students. Okay, prepare to have a conversation. Just relax and give some easy answer, okay?
I'd like to ask you a few questions about completing projects. Describe a goal you have for next year.
A goal for next year? So now you
Pero como nadie le da pelota y no tiene con quién pelear, con la realidad completamente alterada, Kun Lao acepta la pelea a todo lo que respire, pero principalmente a su, el cual se levantó re loco y se quiere empomar a todo lo que respire. aparecería Scorpion, el cual se levantó re loco y se quiere empomar a todo lo que respire, pero principalmente a Sub-Zero, ya que los Lin Kuei mataron a su familia y a su clan, por lo que lo quiere encontrar para cumplir con su venganza. Pero como nadie le da pelota y no tiene con quién pelear, con la realidad completamente alterada, Kung Lao acepta la pelea, y a pesar de que Raiden le dice que no pelee y Scorpion le dice que le va a hacer el ojete, al chabón no le importa nada, y bueno, la cosa no terminó muy bien, y encima se come la puteada de su vida. Scorpion le exige a Shang Tsung que traiga a Sub-Zero, y Raiden tiene otra visión, en donde ve al alacrán matando al Bajo Cero y dando nacimiento a Noob Saibot. Pero como al chabón siguen sin darle pelota, mandaron a pelear al linchera que dormía en la esquina, conocido como Night Wolf, un indio que cree en el gauchito Hill y se parece al pájaro del pergamino, el cual le dice a Scorpion que calme con su venganza, por lo que el alacrán sutilmente lo manda a la reputa madre que lo remil parió pero a las piñas. Al terminar la pelea, Scorpion vuelve a exigir a Sub-Zero, pero lo cagan a pedos y se calma, por lo que Raiden aprovecha de decirle unas palabritas.
La venganza nunca es buena, mata el alma y la envenena.
Y que se deje de hinchar las pelotas con matar a Sub-Zero, ya que si se porta bien, él mismo va a hablar con los dioses antiguos para revivir a su clan. Pero la pregunta del millón, ¿desde cuándo sirven los dioses antiguos? O sea, puede ser el putísimo fin del mundo y los tipos van a decir, no, ¿sabes qué? No rompe las reglas de Mortal Kombat, por lo que están permitidas las peleas 2 contra 1. Pelear contra Ozuna también. Ah, y casi me olvidaba, si te pinta invadir otro reino y destruir todo, también lo puedes hacer, Pero bueno, por lo menos queda evangelizado por un rato, hasta que llega él, sí, Sub-Zero, el cual ni bien aparece, se empieza a cagar a puteadas con el alacrán.
Sufrirás como los Yaikyu al infierno.
Okay, that's everything for today's session. My capacitation is over now. It's over now. So that will be gonna start the broadcasting and start my class with Luis Castro. That's my student.